Ashton, why do you think movies now are so much longer than they were 20 years ago? This is an interesting question. So right off the bat, I mean, there were long movies 20 years ago. Titanic is over 3 hours long. Casino's over 3 hours long. There were long movies. And then if you even kind of look at, Independence Day from nearly 30 years ago, it's over 2 hours long. But what it feels like we've lost is that for a long time, just mid-budget films, action thrillers, rom-coms, were an hour and 40 to an hour and 50 minutes. And even like these big, massive budget Rambo movies in the 80s, hour 40, hour 45 minutes. And I think it's not specifically just that all movie lengths have gotten longer. In some cases, that's kind of true. I think it's a little bit more of that type of movie isn't made as much. And our blockbusters have kind of turned into these all-encompassing packages. Not as many comedies come out anymore, but every blockbuster has quippy dialogue. Marvel movies are funny. We don't get a lot of those mid-budget action movies anymore, but all of the blockbusters are filled with action. And so they design all of these comic book movies and other blockbusters, but other adaptations, to be almost these all-encompassing packages that have exciting action, lively dialogue, big world building, big spectacle, and they just throw it all in there. And it's a little bit of putting all your eggs into one basket kind of thing. Make one movie that's designed to make $1 billion. And so it's just so much is put into it. On all time, money, elements, the checklist of everything that has to be in there, that it just gets so big that it has to be 2 hours and 15 minutes long. And when you're talking about movies with budgets that are huge, you want them to feel big, sweeping, massive. Well, big, sweeping, massive costs money. And if you're going to spend that much money, let's really see it on screen, and you want the story to feel like it matches the budget. It's just escalation in that sense. So I think it's the disappearance of the mid-budget film creates the scenario where all we see are these big mammoth things, where we always had the big mammoth things, but that's what the studios just seem like they want more of those. And I think this might be the year that makes Hollywood go, oh, that doesn't work anymore. Because it was the summer of Blockbusters, where all the prepackaged not all of them, many of the prepackaged blockbusters that were supposed to make $1 billion, that had $300 million budgets, way underperformed. And then the Christopher Nolan 3-hour talkie film might make $1 billion. Barbie, highest grossing movie of the year. Sound of Freedom out of nowhere, outgrossing domestically a bunch of these prepackaged $300 million films. Hollywood has to realize, oh crap, we can't spend this much money. We can't just keep going bigger and more elaborate. Other thought on it, I think there's a sense in which we want our movies to be more elaborate. We have more sophisticated expectations. What a simple, straightforward origin villain story back 15 years ago feels quaint now. And we want to have more twists and turns, more complications, more levels to it. So many shared universes, teases of other things, cameo appearances. And when you're making everything more complicated, more sophisticated, more elements, trying to appeal to a broad audience, every producer has their thing they want in there, it just makes it bigger. I think that's a lot of what is kind of going on here. But yeah, man, it's kind of weird how many movies have just gotten so long. And when it's a Spider-Man movie with 3 Spider-Men in it, sure, okay, that should probably be that long. But there's other movies that just feels like, why is Little Mermaid over 2 hours? What is going on here? So, those are the ones that are a real mystery to me. Of like, I don't get how they think that serves their audience. As someone that takes my 4-year-old to movies like Little Mermaid that she's really excited about, she loves the first hour. gets really bored in the middle, and then is excited at the end. Is like, oh, that's my favorite movie, but she was really bored in the middle because it was so long. I don't understand how they don't see that.
Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.